Warning,
This
this
is going
is
to be a
very
very
triggering exposure on a
eye-opening,
witch.
very powerful teaching slash story time. And so I'm going to condense the story time because I really want to get to the exposure part. I am posting this for two, I would say, very powerful reasons. One is going to touch on forgiveness, and it's also going to touch on the grace and mercy that God has extended to all of us, because baby, we are not worthy of God's love, of his grace and his mercy. And so I'm going to post this. Although this is not a laughing matter, this is actually a very triggering video. So I just want to warn you of that. And so, as you all are aware, I started a mentorship, all right? And I did some things, I would say, that did not follow God's specific guidelines that he had given me. When I started doing ministry, God spoke to me very clearly, and he said, you're going to have a mentorship, a very powerful mentorship, and it is going to be an Acts like church, a move of God like no other. And so now I'm starting to build that, okay? And so my intentions was good. However, I did not execute what God told me. However, this particular member was actually a part of the YouTube membership. I had posted a public rebuke. And so I had told people, you need to come forth, because God revealed to me that there are people in here, because there was multiple, not just one. There were a few of the women in there that were wanting my children to get harmed. And a few of them wanted my children to be sexually violated. That's what I'm going to say. And so no one came forth. The person that I did tag denied it. God told me, he said, a lot of them believe that some of the things that you say is very outlandish, and they don't believe that God is speaking to you, and which is totally fine. I could completely care less. But I'm posting this to show you a couple of things. And so she followed me into the mentorship. Now, God revealed to me I wanted her there. One thing that I found so powerful about God is that sometimes he will not reveal the character of a person, because he extends his mercy and his grace, and he wants people to turn and come out of their wickedness and turn to him. He is such a loving God. We really can never understand him. Okay, so I'm going to post some of her confessions. So she says, I repent for wishing death and ill on you and your kids. She says, I repent for being a witch and operating in witchcraft. Please forgive me. And she was asking me to have mercy. Now, she sent seducing spirits to one of the members, and I'm hiding her name for a reason, okay? And so you all can just kind of take a look at the things that she was repenting for. So here she says, yes, I confess to everything. I wish death and ill on you and your 8-year-old daughters. I repent and confess to chanting that they get, as you all can see, the R word. So listen to what she was saying. She said, I was a whole sorceress, slut, experiment, queen of the dragons, and I had killed babies and stolen destinies in the spirit. I'm even responsible for of my own family members. I had so much blood on my hands, God was going to leave me to my depravity and let the devil keep me. I was scheduled to at 25, which is later this year. Evil spirits in me were confessing all night and pleading with God to let them keep me. I'm just going to and just stop right there. It's so interesting how God gives me such deep revelation. There are so many people God has revealed to me when they're actually going to die. Okay, she is actually one of those people. So here's what I want to say to many of you. Everything that I confessed, everything that she confessed was very gruesome to even read. Okay. And God told me, right, because he has actually crushed my spirit and has gotten me into such a humble and low state where I know that unforgiveness is a clear open door to the enemy, right? And God told me at an appointed time, I'm going to have you pray for this woman because he really wants this woman set free. However, that is going to be predicated on her and her willingness to come forth and come out of, darkness. So she did begin to confess a lot of things, but then when I asked her deeper things and wanting her to explain a lot more, she didn't want to expose those things. And God told me she doesn't want to let go of the, kingdom of darkness. But this woman is responsible for many things that happen in her own family. This is how much wickedness she has actually done. And do you see the type of mercy and grace God is still willing to extend to her? I posted this to open your spiritual eyes and ears. I also posted this so you will understand our ways are not like God. We will never understand God. It doesn't even make sense for somebody to even want to chant that over kids that she will never see, don't know their names, don't have pictures of them. And she was confessing and hoping all of these ill things on me. And God wanted me to intercede in the gap for this woman. This just goes to show you what type of heart you need in order to do ministry. I hope this teaching not only blessed you, honestly, but that it really opens your spiritual eyes and ears.